I know what you're thinking. This is stupid. Why would you go through all that trouble to make a mount for your iPhone when you can buy something commercially online? Welcome to the channel, Scott's Garage HTX. Don't forget the HTX. Well, I promised you that I would show you how I created the bracket, fabricated the bracket that is, to the quad lock that holds my cell phone on the Ducati. Thing about it is I don't have a lot of fabrication tools, so I end up having to work a lot harder than smarter. Just the way it is, I guess. But to get started, first thing I did was drill a hole in a solid piece of aluminum, kind of geared to the top of the block itself. Luckily, I do have a drill press. Then I'll need to cut down the bracket to size, and we'll get to that next. The cut itself looks like, well, crap actually. So I'm going to file it down and make it look pretty, and also round the edges around there before I make the in-depth cut or the L shape of the bracket. And there's some things we have to watch out for when we do that as well. So after filing that down, it doesn't look half bad. It's a little scratched up on little places, but it's not that big of a deal. At least not to me. Anyway, like I said, I don't have all the cool fabrication tools. Now I need to notch out the little square out of this bracket, because this will actually sit on the top of the triple tree and on the back side of the triple tree. Making sure I don't cut too deep into this axis, because I'll cut into the hole, and not too deep on this axis, because if you put it too deep on the triple tree, it will actually rub on the frame. So that measurement right there is probably about 7/8. And I'll go 7/8 up and a little bit over here on this axis, not to cut into the hole. So I'll mark that up real quick. And really lastly, since I have these crude tools, I have to get this at more of a 90-degree angle, because my cuts aren't perfect by any means. So I'm going to square this off, take off the burrs with the files, and get it level on both 90-degree here and flat in each plane. Just takes me a while. Now I'm not going to lie to you, it took a lot of filing to get this down to a good plane, 90-degree angle plane on both dimensions. That's why I look like this now from this frame versus what I looked like when I started this. This is the end product. Not too bad. It's very functional, and quite honestly, like, if you're out of alignment a little bit on the hole right here, you can see, the naked eye can see that measurement's not really this measurement. But when you put the quad lock onto the hole, you never even see that type of alignment. So it's not that big of a deal. And then I just took JB weld and put it on the triple tree itself. And then I didn't drive the bike or ride the bike for, 24 hours. Once I held it on there for like 15 minutes, made sure it was secure, it cured in 24 hours. And I'm telling you, it's solid. I know what you're thinking. This is stupid. Why would you go through all that trouble to make a mount for your iPhone when you can buy something commercially online? I think Evotech has something that will go on either side, just like this GoPro mount on the ignition screws, and hold your iPhone. Well, that's exactly why I did it. I can now mount my GoPro for the camera angle looking up at me, still have my iPhone, and I can still see my digital display on the bike. I can add a GoPro on my chin mount, and I have another camera angle going out. So it was really just for functionality. You may not like it, write in, tell me. But that's why I did it. It works for me. Now I have 2 of these brackets. Anybody else want one, just hit me up in the comment section and I'll send it to you. Like I said, it works for me. You guys keep on keeping on, and we'll catch you next time.